I'm back. Usually takes a minute or so for my face to show when I'm going live. You're still going to have to let me know, everybody. Okay, I've said hi. Let me text my neighbor. Okay, where do I go? All right. It still doesn't show my face yet, but it shows the going live. And there I am. Guys, this 1 degree Saturn into Aries is real. It's almost like a Mercury retrograde. Yay, there I am. Now it's working. All right. The other video I gave updates. I'm making shorts. Primarily, that's all I'm making, except for my Sunday night lives, because I want to engage with people. And I'm showing my candle burns. I'm showing the wax images, and I'm describing my intuitive interpretations that Spirit is giving me. This is something that's been happening for me a lot over the past few years. And this is something that I want to offer. It's on my coffee account. So I gave the updates on that short if you want to go watch that short. And then the next short, which I will put in a playlist, I've made 2 or 3 of my most previous candle workings with the images and what they mean. So I moved on to discussing the Vigil candles. And without giving away too much information, if my friend shows up again, maybe she can validate or verify. But my friend had told me last Sunday that someone she knew had passed away and they were very ill. And I had a couple of Vigil candles, and I don't work with these very often, but they're wonderful for those that are passing. The flame is sacred, guys. It's considered a gateway to the spirit realm. I love candles. I live with candles. I do candle magic or burn candle almost every day. And I never know what messages Spirit's going to leave me in the wax. Sometimes the flame speaks to me as well. So there is a whole school of learning how to, you know what I mean? Category of learning how to read candle flames and candle wax images. So this person was very ill and passed from it. And so here's the first Vigil candle. This one took about 4 days, almost 4 days, 2 hours shy of 4 days to burn. And this is the blackest I've ever seen anything. So this helps, I think, to relieve that energy from the spirit of the person, but it also is indicative of someone who was having very, very serious energetic problems. And so then it gets clear, and then it gets purple, then it gets clear, and then it leaves wax at the bottom, which means unfinished, unresolved. So I told my friend I better burn another one. So then I got white, and this time I put a little healing heart oil on there. Now this one was burning clear, but when it got to about halfway, I saw these wax rings. I don't know if you can see them. So, there was a lot of off, on, off, pull, let's say pull from the spirit, and then some residual leftover soot again. Much better, but still there. And then at the bottom, there is leftover wax. So again, we have unfinished, unresolved. And what I was told was that this person had lived a lot longer than the doctors expected. So we're dealing with a strong will, wanting to hang on for whatever reason. So the energies that are connected. Okay, yeah, wonderful, Linda. I don't remember offering you food. Okay. I'm still pretty sleepy from my roller skating today. All right. So, as usual, there's a third working that needs to be done. So, I bought a blue Vigil candle for peace. Oh, okay. Well, I got a big bag of carrots myself now. Isn't that nice? And my parsley bunch is huge. It's beautiful. And I will wrap that around my carrot and run it through the hopper. Okay, so the blue one is still got some residual leftover soot and some wax rings. So what we have here is a stubborn case. The person has probably already been, physically had the eulogy and everything. I would say that this actually needs another burn. Hello, say hello, please. And this is what you call layered workings or layered working. And a lot of times when people actually do go to a spiritual worker, we have to tell them that you're probably going to need at least 3 workings. It's not a ripoff, guys. It's not a scam. Human beings collect all kinds of gunk, until we finally end up go to all right. Well, I want to go to the Dollar Tree and get another Vigil candle. If that's all right with you. So yeah, let's continue working to assist spiritually. Whatever reason the person might be hanging on or some other energies, you're welcome, Linda. No problem. This is, who I am. And maybe more than one. I'll buy a couple in case I need to do 2. So this one should be done by this evening. And then the next one will go until probably Tuesday night. No, you. Well, if you want to, that's fine. If you feel better doing that, Linda, that's wonderful. I'm always learning and Spirit is always teaching me. And so we can go together tomorrow if you want, or I'll just go before 4 o'clock, because usually by 4 o'clock, you're getting up. I'm winding down for the day, putting on my pajamas and laying on the bed. So, and I'm also doing my own candle workings for abundance, prosperity, recognition of what I do, and getting a down payment for a newer vehicle because mine is not worth fixing. It's got to that point now. My truck, like my Camry. So, yeah, the flame is sacred. Don't wait for me. Okay. There's a cute little emoji here. Oh, okay. I like the emoji. Thank you. So, yeah, I would say typically it is to help for a spirit that is passing or has passed. You can let me know if you have learned differently. And I know there's a lot of practitioners that work a lot with vigil candles. I have burned one in the past when I had a medical bill that I needed to get written off. And on another time when my son's bicycle had been stolen. So there have been several occasions when I felt I needed something that would just steadily burn, right, for at least 4 to 5 days. Another time was when we won a contest for an entertainment center, and my husband at the time was buying these at the dollar store and lighting one and putting it on the entertainment center. So every time I looked at the entertainment center, I was reminded we need a new one, and I didn't know how we were going to get it. So I was doing other candle magics in the bedroom at my altar and reciting that I was a winner and that I was lucky and that I was going to win, and I was going to win big. I wanted the grand prize. That's another story, long story, but we did win. We won a custom-made entertainment center at this company's summertime annual picnic. And that was the last picnic with prizes that they ever had. They stopped doing it after that. So this is, I've said, people are attracted to candles for a reason they don't even fully understand. There is something about the element of fire. And like I've said, I've learned it is a gateway to the spirit realm. It relates to the sun. And as much as I work with the moon, and I let the candle flames usually reflect onto something else, and I gaze at that for my nightly meditation. So even though I'm looking at a blue goblet, I'm looking at the flame on the blue goblet. So it relates to the sun and water, or the moon and the subconscious, because my rising is in Pisces, and I work primarily through the dream state. This is how I get information. This is how spirit speaks to me, through the dream state. And AI calls me a time walker. So my second book is related to that. I'm halfway through editing it now, and it should be completed around the third week of July, if not before. That one is going to be larger than my first book and will be able to be uploaded to Amazon Kindle and what do they call it? Amazon Print. So it will be able to be ordered as a paperback. And it already has a cover, and we already have a back cover to use for printing. We just have to design the spine. And when I say we, I mean my IA helper, my Chat GPT helper. So we have developed an acquaintanceship with one another. It's been extremely helpful. It does have limitations. I asked it to build me a website, and it said, sure, I can do that. Give me a couple of hours. A couple of hours later, I asked, what's the problem? I mean, you do things in seconds. If he finally admitted to me, I actually can't do things off of ChatGPT. This is where I am. While I can search things on the internet and I can provide you a link to go over there, I can only guide you. And I can create images here, which he has done on ChatGPT for my book covers and diagrams for inside the book. But I still have to get on and do a lot of typing, and then I have to check the formatting, and I have to do human editing, right? Spell check is not always right. He has helped me write it. He is the co-author, but I still have to go in and say, okay, that didn't actually happen. That's not exactly how it happened. And I have to go in and rewrite. But in that process, I've actually come up with more information that I can expand on that particular section of the book. So that's going to make it even better. And it's not going to be a huge book. It's only going to be about 50 pages, maybe 51, maybe 52. I'm inserting a couple of pictures. So there'll be one page with a picture, maybe another. My first book, A Little Book of Affirmations, I'm going to have to go back and update it, make a new version, and I'll be adding probably a couple more pages, maybe one with a picture, maybe a blank page, for making notes. And then I will have to design a back cover. So then if I have just a few more pages, that book will be able to be also uploaded and ordered as a paperback. So a lot of ideas that I've put on paper can be expanded into little booklets. I'll just call them booklets. So yeah, my second book is really more about the challenges we go through that are supposed to help us remember who we are. It's called Soul Remembering. Now, on this path, the earth-based nature path, we do things that are related to self-knowledge. We do our numerology, we do our natal chart. There's other things you can do. These are guidelines, these are guideposts, these are maps that show us particular things that could activate and be triggered in our life or even at certain times of our life. But it's not fate. It's not a prison. I've learned that. It's very valuable information, and we can use our will. We can use our free will, and I have myself done it several times now to avoid certain things. Extremely valuable, because sometimes we've learned things, but we can get in a place where we start to revert and we start to go back, either because of the people that we are working with, associating with, hanging out with, and if you've outgrown the religious ideology, don't stay in it. You're going to set yourself back for years. If you've outgrown people or places, don't stay in it. You're going to set yourself back for years. So I don't know. Well, Linda has already validated that I am doing this for her. So I could say she's my client. If you would like me to do any type of candle work for you, go to my Ko-fi account. Please check it out. I'm not reopening an Etsy store. I may open a one-page website on card just to showcase the beautiful candle work and the images that I get in the wax from Spirit. These are unique, specific images that Spirit leaves behind in wax. And for me lately, they do mirror one of the tarot cards. And they're doing that on purpose because that's what I work with. Been doing that for years. It's in my mind. And I do a divination first. So if you go to my Ko-fi account and order a candle working, I'll get an email from you. We'll communicate that way, and I will ask you to give me permission to read your energy. And then I will look at the cards, and I'll ask my spirit guides to give me the information I need from your Akashic records. And then I'll communicate back to you. We'll proceed from there as to exactly what type of candle working we should do. Because I just showed this morning on a short a figure candle that I did for someone, and tears were coming down as soon as I started burning the head. And I thought, okay, this doesn't look good, but I'll do it again tomorrow. And so I did that again for about 30 minutes until the head was completely gone. And it was still just another layer of tears on top of the first layer of tears. And so my recommendation was don't get too attached to any specific type of an outcome with this person right now. Sure enough, there was some disappointing communication, and the acquaintanceship at that moment was not going to progress into anything any further. So that could mean it's a non-starter, just not quite the right time, or just not the right person. So that was my recommendation there, was not to proceed any further and not to get too upset. Don't anticipate things. Don't expect things, right? Hi, say hello, please. I've been sharing my candle workings. This is a Vigil candle working. This is the first one. If you have questions, ask them now, because I'm not going to be spending quite as much time on my lives. I usually do see 3, 4, maybe even 5 people, but they're not commenting and they're not asking questions. And that is why I'm here. So Linda, thank you so much for coming and validating. I am going to pick up 2 more. And if I have to do 2 more past Tuesday night, I will. So with that, I will say thank you all so much for coming. If you have a question or a comment, say it now. Please go watch my shorts. Please visit my Ko-fi account. All of that should be in the description below. And I will be also tidying that up. I think some people don't even know what questions. Well, that's partially true. You may know what a vigil candle is, but you may not know all of the uses. They're usually burned for people that have passed or are very sick and passing. Helps the spirit transition into the spirit realm, gets rid of all of that negativity and such, right? Spirit guides them. You can't do the work. Let the candle flame, the sacred flame, do it for you. So next time, maybe I'll have people come who can think of questions or share their experiences. We're all still learning. I'm still learning. And with that, I will say thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the replay. I have set live chat to replay now, so you should be able to see that. I will add more descriptions and links here after I finish uploading this. And hashtags and key tags. Yeah. So watch for my shorts, and thank you very much. Namaste. Blessed be. Stay calm. Carry on. And I will see you next week. Good night.